This is our word problem for today. Arendal has 1.5 kilograms of flour. Sweden needs 2.5 of the flour Arendal has. How much flour does Sweden actually need? Let us answer first these exercises. 1/2 plus 2/4 equals the answer 1 whole. Next, 3/4 plus 1/2. The answer 1 and 1/4. How about this one? 1/2 plus 1/4. The answer 3/4. Now let's go back to the problem. Sweden needs 2.5 of 1.5 kilograms of flour. 2.5 of 1.5. Let us have this figure to represent 1.5 kilograms of flour. 2.5 of 1.5. Let us have 2.5 of 1.5. 1, another 1, and 1/2 of that figure. Now we have 1, 2, and 2.5. Let's put them together. 1.5 plus 1.5 and 1/2 plus 1/4. Now let's add them. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3/4. So how much flour does Sweden need? Sweden needs 3 and 3/4 kilograms of flour. Let us have the numerical solution. Let us recall first our basic rule in multiplying fractions. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Let's go back to the problem. Take note of the underlined phrase. 2.5 of the flour Arendal has. Two and 1/2 of the flour Arendal has is actually 2.5 of 1.5. In the previous lesson about fractions, we all know that the word of tells us to multiply. And our expression will be 2.5 times 1.5. And since our rule is numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, we have to change 2.5 and 1.5 to improper fractions. To change mixed form to improper, multiply the denominator by the whole number, then add the numerator. Copy the same denominator. 2 times 1 plus 1 equals 3. Then copy the same denominator. Now let us multiply 5 times 3 equals 15. Then 2 times 2 equals 4. Since we have improper fraction, we have to change the answer to mixed form. We have to divide 15 by 4. Divide the numerator by the denominator. The quotient becomes the whole number and the remainder becomes the numerator. Copy the same denominator. We have now 3 and 3/4. So Sweden needs 3 and 3/4 kilograms of flour. Let's sum up. To multiply mixed form by another mixed form, change mixed forms to improper fractions. Multiply the numerators and the denominators. And simplify answer if needed. That's all for today. Until next lesson,